Hello everybody, welcome back to Logo History. And sorry that I'm late, and I forgot today was Friday. If I can see it. If I can see the Friday thing. It's actually Friday. By the way, for today's episode we're going to be talking about BBC One and BBC Two. BBC One is the flagship. Let's start with BBC One. BBC One is the flagship television channel of the BBC airing across the UK, the oldest and most popular TV channel in the country. It was founded in 1936 as the BBC television service, then renamed to BBC One with the launch of BBC Two in 1964 and adopted its current name in 1997. Anyways, let's start. 1936 to 1939, it started as the BBC television service. There's just an outline circle with a line below it. 1946 to 1953. This is just the BBC coat of arms logo, nothing else. 1953 to 1960. There's a weird shaped nickname, the Bat's Wings, and under one of the arrows there was the word BBC in black text. 1960 to 1963. There's the word BBC television in black text. Television. They changed their name to BBC Television. So there are three outline squares with the letters B and C in black text inside of each, and there's a outline rectangle with the word TV in black text. 1963 to 1964, same as before, but the rectangles and the squares are rectangle and the squares are slanted. 1964 to 1966, the rectangle, same as before, but it's now, the BBC part is now overfilled, and the TV part was removed. 1966 to 1968, they changed their name to BBC One, same as the 1963 logo, but the TV One is replaced. The thing is replaced with the one part, with the rectangle, the slanted square with the number 1 in it. 1968 to 1969, same as before, but it's overfilled. 1969 to 1972, same as before. The logo is now blue, and under it there's the word color in blue text. 1972 to 1974, same as before, but the rectangles are now rounded, and the font for colors is changed. It's changed. 1974 to 1981, there's just the word BBC One in black text. 1975 to 1981, secondary logo. 1981 to 1985, logo is the primary logo. Same as before, but the font for BBC has changed, and there are now lines. 1985 to 1991. Sorry if I'm going so fast because the video is gonna end. Anyways, 1985 to 1991, there's just the word BBC One yellow text. 1990, this was an unused logo. There's a black circle with a blue shade with purple stuff on a gray outline, and under it there's the BBC logo from the 80s. 1991 to 1997, there's a blue one, and under it there's the word BBC. There's the blue BBC logo. 1997 to 2002, they changed their name to BBC One. There's the 1997 BBC One, and on the right of it there's the word One in black text. 2002, 2006, same as before, but the logo and the tags are stacked, and they're now inside a rect square. 2006, 2021, same as before, but the square's been removed. The text and logo are now black, and the font for One has changed. 2021 to the present, there's the current BBC logo, and under it there's the word One in dark red text. Also, the logo is also red. Now, let's talk about BBC Two. BBC Two is the secondary TV channel of the BBC in the UK. Launched in 1964 as BBC Two with a number. It had its current name in 1997. It shows more highbrow content than mainstream BBC One. So let's start. 1964 to 1967, they started as BBC Two with a number. There's a black X square, and there's one or two in white text. Green square, BBC logo. Alright, this time I'm not talking about the description, so let's move on. 1967 to 1972 to 1974, 1974 to 1975 to 78, secondary 79 to 86, 86 to 99 to 1990, 91 to 97, 2001, and primary 97, 2001, blah blah blah, 2007, 2008, 2009. Sorry for talking about so fast, so I will try to redo them again. 1964 to 1967. They started as BBC Two. There's a black square, and on there's a white number 2, and under it there's a gray square here with a BBC logo on it. 1967 to 1972. There was a blue number 2 with a gray circle on it, and under the 2 there's the word color in black text. 1972 to 1974. The blue and the dot and the number are now fully blue, and the font for colors changed. 1974 to 1979. The word color has been removed, as well as the circle, and its number is now in blue and gray lines. 1975 to 1978 is a secondary logo, and 1979 to 1986 is a primary logo. There are 2 curved lines forming a number 2. 1986 to 1991, they changed their name to BBC Two. There's just the word 2 in gray text with some of the lines being red, green, and blue. 1992, and this was an unused logo, and they changed their name back to BBC Two, the number. There's a Roman number 2, and under it there's the word BBC Two. There's the old BBC logo. 1991 to 1997, there's a teal number 2, and under it, and there's a teal, dark teal, BBC logo. 1997 to 2001 is a primary logo. 1997 to 2015 is an on-screen bug. They changed their name back to BBC Two with a letter, because the latter one was actually like this. Sorry. And sorry, this will be a lot of mistakes. By the way, there's the old BBC, same as the BBC One logo, but 1 is replaced with 2. 2001 2007, they're now the entire logo is now stacked and it's white inside a purple rectangle. 2007 2018 is a primary logo. 2018 2021 one logo is a secondary logo. The rectangle, same as before, but the rectangle is now dark teal instead of purple. 2012 2018 has a secondary logo. 2015 2021 Northern Ireland. 2018 2021 is a primary logo. The rectangle has been removed and the entire logo is now black. 2021 on to the present. Now the logo is entirely teal, and the 1997 BBC logo is replaced with the current one. Okay, guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Friday for a brand new episode. Stay tuned for the next episodes. We're going to be talking about BBC 3 and BBC 4. Bye, guys.